this is obviously Praveen Kamble. Like I completed my engineering back in 2006, and then I started my career as a Java trainee. I had joined Cognizant Technology Solution as my first company through campus placement, right? And I started as a Java developer. Uh, Almost worked for 14 years in the company, so worked through various roles like lead, manager, and release manager. So, and then when I was in US for 4 years, from 2010 to 14. There I was working as an on-site coordinator, resource manager, release manager. So multiple responsibilities I was taking care of. So when I returned back in 2014, that's I decided like to move into Pune. Right, earlier I was in Bangalore. Then I planned to move to Pune because this is closer to my native, and thought it would be easier for me to move. And that's the reason I came here. But then in Bangalore, I wanted to try something new. So after moving to Pune, I thought over the time I had lost, like, I was doing both technical as well as non-technical roles. So I was kind of leaning towards more management or specific roles. So there also I wanted to try some new technology as well. So I worked on Salesforce. I got an opportunity to work in Salesforce. There I did like couple of projects, delivery, integration. So there also I got that experience of working on Salesforce as well as Heroku. It's a pass again, right? So again got some little touch on the technology back. And 2019 end, I think November 2019 is the when I made a switch to Mastercard. So that was my first switch overall, right? So Mastercard, I'm working last 6 years almost. It's going to be in 6 years exactly on the 17th of November. And yeah, so working as a technical program manager here. Primarily, initially I was working on leading teams directly, right? Deliverables as a team TPM. Then I've taken up role as a program TPM, right? I was responsible for overseeing the whole program, managing the roadmap and cross-functional collaboration and all those things. So that's my overall experience. I was trying to see how to break into these big orgs. I had a good experience. Obviously, I had confidence in my ability to be able to work, right? But I was trying from outside. I just got to know through some friends that because the interview pattern and all those things of these organizations is totally different. It's not easy to break into it right on your own. So you need some guidance there. So I was looking for a guidance. I did some research online and LinkedIn, and then that's how I found out interview Kickstart, and then I connected with the representatives. They explained me the things, but I was trying. Initially, I was hesitant because of the high cost involved with the IK. Right, I was thinking, is it really worth and all those things. But then I decided, okay, I have to try something to see, because neither my resumes were getting shortlisted. I was not getting any calls, so decided I felt like I needed some help there to find that out. So that's how I landed up with Kickstart. Say about shortlisting, like getting the resume shortlisted, right? That itself was a big hurdle, right? Because I had my old template of resume that I had created back sometime in 2000, sometime like 10 years or 10 to 10 years ago, before I made my first switch, and which I used to use for my internal client explanations as well. It was kind of outdated format that I had, I suppose. I felt it gave little more details about my experience, but maybe it was not as per the thing, right? So I was not sure of the exact format that they are looking at. So I tried exploring options of hiring some experts in like resume writers and all those things, but overall I got feedback from some friends that doesn't work really, right? They just create a fancy resume, but content wise they don't have much understanding of how to put it. So then that also I decided to let it go. So that was my first hurdle, getting the resume shortlisted, creating a format which is like a more acceptable to all these standard orgs, right, top orgs. So that was my first hurdle. Second, even when I realized it, like when I was trying to interview in some of my roles in my org as well for bigger positions, somehow I was feeling that I'm not matching the expectation they're looking for, right? Overall, I know the work I'm doing, easily at that level, right? I was literally doing a role of a principal, not being in that role, right? I'm L6 position, but I was already performing at L5 in my current role. And I'm sure because I last year I got the best ratings in everything that I did, so I'm sure that I was performing much better. And overall, looking at other TPMs in my org and around, I knew that I'm at my top right there in my game. So I was sure that I'm good in my what I'm doing right as a TPM. But somehow whenever I was interviewing, that experience was not coming through, or I was not matching the expectation that they were looking at. Maybe they were focused as you say, right, during courses and maybe during interactions with our learn trainers here, the format, right, situation, behavior, impact, or using the star method of explaining the answer. I was not into that, right? I was trying to keep it very casual. I was trying to keep it very real, and I have that habit of underestimate, or maybe downsizing the things, right? Like telling it things smaller than they are, right? Maybe that's how that was my attitude of the things, right? I was not trying to up level my answer. So maybe that's why I was not creating that impression that I'm performing at that level. I was trying to ease it. Like even if I have done something good, a very complex thing, I used to very simplify it and keep it short and sweet, right? So that's how my attitude was earlier. I think that's why maybe my people were not feeling that I have worked or I have that experience of handling things, right? Which is what I learned when especially on this behavioral classes with Pradeep, right? Especially I think a couple of few sessions with Pradeep helped me great deal, right? To understand what are the formats, right? How we should answer, right? So even if you see during my classes with Pradeep, after initial few things, I was talking the same tone, and then he used to give me feedback like, no, you have to up level the answers, right? And that's where I realized that the importance of focusing on the important things, importance of highlighting those key aspects of my contribution, and how it made an impact, right? So that's when I started realizing that okay, this is how I have to construct my answer to be more effective, and maybe that's what helped. Right, and technological knowledge wise also great deal. Obviously, as you know, I have good technical understanding, so obviously it was easier for me to understand all the systems and classes and all those things. So it was good, right? Rather than online classes, I enjoyed a lot of material online as well, and a lot of these things. So yeah, definitely I enjoyed it. Definitely felt I should have focused more on system design things, right? I felt like I should have little bit given time there as well. I also was a little lazy there, but overall, at least I ensured I went through the important things, and at least focus on some of the important things. So, but I could have done better. Definitely, it needs little more self-discipline for sure, right? And little more focus, planning would have helped me also. Would have helped me better. Obviously, it would have definitely helped me more. I was also targeting top like FAANG companies and all, but I even smallest target I had was to at least see how I can get the next position in my org as well, right? Even if I go through that also, I was thinking, okay, that would help me. So, and also it will give me little more clarity on this, how things work, right? How interview processes work into these big orgs. So that was
Right.
one of the key target I had when I joined this. I made a good choice, right? I think, as I mentioned, right, I was hesitant about cost factor involved, but now looking back, I made a good decision, and it really paid off. No, or everything, right? Right from like specific, if I would say, like right from as I mentioned, system design classes, material that give me lot of understanding, which I didn't have earlier. Many things about scalability aspects, how to complex designs aspects, right? So those things I was not aware about. I had little lost touch on that part. So getting to know that, right, as a from a knowledge point of view, that's gonna definitely help me with my role as well, right? It's not just about the interviews. It's not about just cracking the interview, but when I go into the role now, I also looking at things from a different perspective now, right? I'm asking the right question to the people, right? Are we taking care of this part? Are we taking care of this part? So because I have gained that knowledge through IK, so that's great plus, right? It's not just about cracking, but it's about performing in that role as well, right? It also gave me little more understanding about the vast expectations that people have from this role, because in my org maybe I was not doing to that level, right? The expectations were little comparatively less, and that's where my understanding of the role was not that big, right? But when I started exploring here, that's where I realized that okay, program manager is not a straightforward role that I'm doing currently. There's more to it, right? You can take more responsibility, you can take more leadership, right? And you can be more, I would say, on top of the things, right? By so that way it's that way you can do better, right? So that's what something I got to know, and that was something great about this. There are few things that matter is make good use of the interviews, right? I think also I forgot to highlight that part also in the previous answer, that interviews especially those also helped me a lot. All my mock interviews, right? So I think I tried different interviewers to understand their interview techniques. Maybe initially few interviews with Pradeep, because I think I had got a good rapport with him, and so that were good. That gave me a lot of feedback. Then I wanted to explore other interviewers, right, and see how, since they don't know me, maybe it would be easier to assess different point of view from their side. So I tried couple of different interviews, and last my two interviews with Sunil Kumar, I suppose. I think I really had a great interaction with him, and his feedback was like top notch, right? Exactly. He was pointing. He gave me all negative feedback, but I knew that those are the things that I need to work on, right? So that helped me. He was very honest about his opinion and pointed feedbacks that helped me great deal, right? Again, it kind of eye opener for me that okay, I'm after doing so much class, after continuing so many material, also I'm not able to still put my experience through. So I think that also helped me great deal, and so that's where I would say is to the learners, make best use of all the materials, all the options, opportunities that IK is giving. Obviously, make good use of your connecting to these things. I would say, give me a second. Those meetings to connect to your this thing, right? Experts on a regular basis. So there, I think I got to work on my resume. I got to work on how I can improve my resumes. So all those things I use. My mock interviews I made a great use of, right, to work get a good feedback. Expert Connect. Sorry, I was trying to make use of Expert Connect, and that helped you. I had a lot of sessions with Pradeep, Vaibhav, and there also I was trying to get a different opinion from people and identify how things can be better, how to get the calls, what is the best way to reach out, right? And I think even that was one of the important part in this process of getting those referrals, external referral, how to reach out people, create those connections and all those things. So all that things I followed, made best use of this Expert Connect and mock interviews, right? And created connections, got some good calls as well, right? I got a call from Amazon, I got a call from Intuit. Unfortunately that didn't work out, but third one was the WBD, which again I got it through IK itself, right? IK referral only. I got it, and finally I was able to crack it. So yeah, make best use of all these things: materials, mock interviews, Expert Connects, and if try to take different opinions with different people. Try different interviewers who can give a different feedback. So that helps.
Excellent. Any closing remarks that you might want to share?
Nothing. I just want to thank IK. I think it was great working with these things. I learned a lot, and I'm sure my journey with IK, I'll try and learn as much I can going forward as well. So Yep. Thank you very much. It was an eye opener for me. Worth every penny.